the Health Talk podcast, where evidence meets encouragement and information becomes transformation. I'm Dr. Ferris Corbett, alongside my colleague, Dr. Deidra Willis, and we want to thank you for joining us today. We don't take it lightly that you've chosen to spend this time with us. Here at Health Talk, our goal is simple: to provide you with clear, trustworthy, and practical health information so that you can make informed decisions about your life, your wellness, and the well-being of those you love. From public health to mental health, from prevention to healing, we believe knowledge is power, but wisdom is action. And together, we'll explore both. So, settle in, open your mind and heart, and let's take this journey toward health, hope, and wholeness together.
Good evening and welcome back to Health Talk. I'm Dr. Ferris Corbett. Dr. Willis is not with us on tonight, and it is Saturday, August the 23rd, and tonight we're taking a closer look at cultural shift that is happening in America, and that is alcohol use is going down. And perception of its risk are going up. Now, to frame our conversation, let us turn to scriptures. This is from Ephesians, the 5th chapter, verse number 18 in the NIV version. Do not get drunk on wine, which lead to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. The Bible reminds us that while alcohol has always been present in society, our choice about it matters, from our bodies, our mind, and our spirit. Before we dive in, let us take a look at our Did You Know? Did you know that only 54% of adults in the United States now say they drink alcohol? Did you know that? Only 54%. This is a big decline compared to a decade ago. Even more telling, 53% of Americans now believe that even moderate drinking can be harmful. Did you know that? Back in 2015, far fewer people thought that way, but now it's 53%. This shift in attitude is reshaping how we talk about alcohol, not just as a social habit, but also as a health choice. And this information is taken from Gallup and AP News 2025. I am so glad you're here with us tonight. And if you will, just go ahead and leave in the chat area, in the comment section. Let us know, where you're watching us from. We'll love to hear that. And we appreciate that. If you can just give us that information, just go ahead and leave that information in the chat. Let us know where you're watching us from. Okay. Thank you again, you all, for joining us on tonight. All right. So let's get ready to get started. Now, let us break this down, what we just talked about. The biggest decline in drinking is among adults under 35. Interesting, isn't it? Survey shows that Gen Z and younger millennials are turning away from alcohol for a few reasons. One reason is they're more health conscious. Yeah. Gen Z and millennials are drinking less. And one reason is they're more health conscious. Another reason is they have seen the impact of addictions in their families or in families. So they're aware of how alcohol affects the family. So they've seen it firsthand, the effects of alcohol. Another reason is they prefer cannabis or non-alcoholic alternative in social settings. Yeah. And social media has shifted the culture. You don't need a drink in your hand to fit in anymore. So the biggest decline is among young adults between the ages or who are under the age of 35. And this is because these Gen Z and millennials, they're more health conscious. They have seen the impact that addiction has on families. They prefer cannabis or non-alcoholic beverage alternative when they're in a social setting. And social media has just shifted this culture, and they realize you don't need to have a drink in your hand to fit in anymore. Now, in contrast to that, middle-aged adults between 45 to 64 continues to consume alcohol at the highest rate. Okay, there's a decline in alcohol among young adults under the age of 35, and there continue to be a high number of alcohol consumption among middle-aged adults between the ages of 45 to 64. And for many in this middle age group, the 45 to 64, drinking is tied to things such as stress. Uh, it's a form of stress relief. It's tied to social rituals, going out and having a drink with the boys, or going out to have a drink with the girls, or couples night out, things of that nature, or long-standing habits. It's just something they have been doing for years. So we're talking about the decline in alcohol consumption. And that decline again is among young adults under the age 35, the Gen Z and millennial age group. All right. Now, we also want to take a look at race and ethnicity when it comes to alcohol consumption. Okay. So, among white Americans, have historically reported the highest use uh, of alcohol consumption, and it is often tied to things such as cultural norms or around social drinking. Now, among the Hispanic and Latino population, follows closely behind the white Americans, with family gatherings and celebration playing a major role in their alcohol consumption intake. Now, among the African Americans, overall report lower alcohol use compared to white American and Hispanic and Latino population. But binge drinking is still a concern in younger African American men. And also among the Native American communities, uh, they face a disproportionately higher rate of alcohol's misuse, and it is often linked to things such as historical trauma or systemic inequalities. So, again, when we take a look at race and ethnicity, white American has historically had the highest use of alcohol usage and higher percentage of alcohol usage. And that is often tied to things such as cultural norms and around social drinking. The Hispanic and Latino population follow closely behind this. Now, although among African Americans, the overall report shows that there is lesser use when it is compared to white American and Hispanic group, but binge drinking is still a great concern among younger African American men, and the Native American communities face a disproportionately higher rate of alcohol misuse. So while while overall drinking um, while o- while overall drinking is declining, the story looks different depending on the age and cultural context. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, let's let's go on. So, real quick, if you're vibing with this episode so far, go ahead, hit that like button for us. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that ring bell so you don't miss the next episode that we come on with or when we upload new content. And don't keep it to yourself. Share on Facebook, share on YouTube so more people can tune in with us. Okay? We appreciate that. Let's keep going. So, what are some of the benefits when it comes to quit drinking and what have you? So, let's look at the risk of heavy or regular drink use. Let's look at the risk that are associated when we drink excess, when we drink regularly. Let's look at those risks that are associated with it. One such risk is liver disease, cirrhosis of the liver, or fatty liver. So, drinking, in other words, has an effect on your liver. And your liver is one of the very important and vital organs in your body, and that you want to do what you can do in any way, any shape, any fashion to make sure that you are protecting your liver health. So again, regular or heavy alcohol consumption causes liver disease, cirrhosis, and it also causes fatty liver. Okay. Now, another thing it does, it increases or puts you at a higher risk for cancer, such as breast cancer, liver cancer, colon cancer, and esophageal cancer. So, heavy or regular drinking, again, cause liver disease, cirrhosis, fatty liver, puts you in a higher risk for cancers such as breast cancer, liver cancer, colon cancer, and esophageal cancer. All right. It also increases your risk for heart disease and high blood pressure. It increases depression, anxiety, and memory issues. It also increases accidents and injuries from impaired judgment. So, again, these are all risks that are associated with heavy or regular drinking. Again, the risk that associated with heavy or regular drinking include things such as liver disease, cirrhosis, fatty liver, put you at a higher risk for cancer, particularly breast cancer, liver cancer, colon cancer, and esophageal cancer. It also leads to things such as heart disease and high blood pressure. It can also lead to things such as depression, anxiety, and memory problems. And lastly, it can lead to accidents and injuries from impaired judgment. Okay, so those are your risks. So, what are the benefits? What are some of the benefits that are associated with cutting back on the amount of alcohol that one consumes or stopping altogether? One thing is it improves your sleep and your energy. You have more energy, you can sleep better. Your liver and your heart will be healthier. It lowers your risk for cancer. Your cancer for risk for cancer is decreased. Your skin becomes clearer and your focus become more sharper. Your emotional stability and your mental health becomes stronger. And also, you have more money in your pocket because drinking isn't cheap. Okay. So, some of the benefits again from cutting back on the amount of alcohol you consume, as well as stopping altogether, your sleep will become better and you'll have more energy. The health of your liver and your heart improves. Your risk for cancer becomes lowered. Your skin become clearer and your focus become more sharper. You become stable emotionally and your mental health becomes stronger, and you save yourself some money. Okay, so you wonder how you can save some money. This is one way that you can save some money. Okay, all right. Now, when we frame it in this way, it is less about what we're giving up and it's more about what we're gaining back. So, what we're saying is those benefits from cutting back on the consumption, the amount of consumption, or stopping it altogether. Look at the benefits that you gain from just simply cutting back on the amount of alcohol that you consume, as well as stopping altogether. Look at the benefits associated with you sleep better, got more energy, your heart and your liver, the health of them becomes improved, the risk for cancer is lowered, your skin clears up and your focus is more sharp, you become more stable in your emotion and your mental health becomes stronger, and you got more money in your pocket. Okay, so why are more people rethinking alcohol? What's the reason behind this shift in the way that, you know, we're looking at and thinking about alcohol consumption? What's the shift? Part of it comes from new science, new study, new research. And that's what we do here. We provide you with up to date, evidence based information so that you can make a informed decision regarding your health and your well-being. Okay? For years, we heard that moderate drinking is good for the heart. For years we heard this, that moderate drinking is a good thing for your heart. But new research have shown that zero level is truly risk free. Yeah, think about that. New research has shown that no alcohol consumption at all is truly risk free. Now, I want to show you a little something here. Um, just bear with us while we pull it up. I'm going to show you a little something here as we talk about this next segment that we are getting ready to talk about here. Now, one of the things I want to talk to you about is this: is that part of this reason that there's a shift in the way we think and look at alcohol consumption is because the rise or the uptake in what we call mocktails, mocktails, mocktails. So instead of cocktails, you know, those little drinks, we're talking about mocktails and non-alcoholic beverage. So, and this, you know, a lot of the Gen Z and the millennial, they're now um, instead of alcohol consumptions at their parties and things, they're going to what's called mocktails and non-alcohol beverage. But now, just keep in mind, we also say that they still uh, their cannabis intake has increased even though the alcohol intake has decreased, the cannabis uh, is their preference of choice nowadays. Okay, so employers and schools are encouraging wellness also because faith and community groups are pushing for healthier lifestyle. We are seeing a culture where it is okay to say no, and that is powerful. It's okay to say no, I don't want nothing to drink, alcohol beverages wise. That is powerful. What used to be social norm, like you see in the picture here, these are the middle-aged people with the consumption. So what used to be social norms, such as you see here in uh, this illustration that you're seeing now on your screen, this used to be the social norm where everybody got together, and just had them a good old time consuming alcohol beverage and everything. It is now shift over to the Gen Z and the millennial population now switching from the alcoholic beverage to non-alcohol beverages and to what's called mocktails. This is among Gen Z and millennia. Whereas under the middle age, it continues to be alcohol consumption as in the social norm way that it has been in the past. Okay? All right. So moving right along, we're going on. So if you or someone you love is rethinking alcohol, here's some tips for you. First one is try alcohol free alternative. Okay? So if I'm talking to you, or someone you love is rethinking alcohol, here's some steps you can take. The first one I said, try alcohol free alternative. This include things such as what we just finished talking about, mocktails, uh, um, kombucha, or sparkling water with fruit can make socializing fun, but without that buzz you get. Okay. Also, notice your triggers. Notice what triggers you to make you want to have that drink. What triggers you? What is your trigger that prompts you to I gotta have a drink? Do you drink when you're stressed? Do you drink when you're lonely? Do you drink when you're bored? So notice your trigger. You know, what is going on when you just got to get that drink? You just got to have that drink. So what's the trigger? What prompts you? What caused you to grab that alcohol beverage? So know your trigger. And once you learn your trigger, swap that habit with healthier coping strategy. So if you drink when you're stressed, find you another outlet to help you kind of relieve or reduce that stress. Go walking or call a friend, do something. Find an alternative to that. And if you're lonely, you know, um, go hang out or do something, but don't hang out with folks that drink also, or that defeats the whole purpose, if that makes sense. All right. So again, know your triggers. Also, set small goals. Instead of saying I'll never drink again or something of that nature, start with I won't drink during the week. Okay. Start setting these small goals. Remember, small goals lead to sustainability. Okay. So instead of saying, oh, I never drink again, some people, when they have had a lot to drink and that next day they get that hangover or uh, get told about how they behaved when they were under the influence of the alcohol. One of the things that they say is, oh, I'll never drink again. I'll never touch another drink a day of my life. And then a few hours later, you see them turning up another drink. So set small goals. Instead of saying, I'll never drink again, say, well, I won't drink during the week. Okay. Set small goals. Also, lean on your support system. And if you don't have a support system, develop your support system, or either reach out to us at He Cares Training and Education Center. We will be your support system. So lean on your support system, whether it's a friend, faith group, counselor, or whatever. Just don't do it alone. Lean on your support. Find you a support system. And as I say, if you don't have that support system, reach out to us. We will be there for you. We'll be your support, okay? And lastly, track the benefits. Journal how you feel after, say, maybe a week, a month, or 3 months. Journal how you feel after you have gone without alcohol. Journal how you feel, even if it's not a week, even if it's 2 days. If you're someone that consumes alcohol maybe every day, not heavily, but you do drink every day, go a couple of days without having that alcohol, and then journal. Write down how you feel, what is going on now that you're not consuming that alcohol. So journal and track your benefits of stopping, or your benefits of cutting back. Okay? Every positive change you notice, if it's more energy, if your mood have improved, if your health have improved, reinforce these choices. So if you notice after a week of not having alcohol consumption that you feel more energized, your mood has improved, you're not as grumpy, or you're not as depressed, or if your blood pressures come under control, journal that and reinforce those choices, and say to yourself, making this small change made this different. What if I changed even more? Okay. All right. Now, this is a part that each and every one of you can actively participate in. And I am glad you're here to go through this with me and be a part of this with me. And we're going to walk through this together, okay? We're going to take this journey together. So, the first thing um, I want to prompt to you is this: if you drink alcohol, if you drink alcohol, what do you enjoy about it? And what are some things you do not like about how it affects you? Leave your comment down in the chat area, down in the comment section, because your response may just help somebody else. If you're viewing us live, go ahead, put that in the chat. Or if you're catching it on replay, go ahead, leave that in the comment. Let us know. If you drink alcohol, what do you enjoy about drinking it? And what are some things you don't like about how it affects you? Some people, they after they've had a moderate amount of consumption of alcohol, they begin to act certain ways. And when that next day rolls around, and people begin to tell them how they behaved, how they act, they begin to have second thoughts, or reservation about how they behaved when they were under the influence of alcohol. So go ahead, let us know right in the chat area. Leave it down there in the comment section. Right down in the comment section. If you drink alcohol, what do you enjoy about it? And what are some things you do not like about how it affects you? Okay, leave that down in the comment section. You're helping somebody, and guess what? You're helping yourself as well. So go ahead, leave that response in the comment section. All right. So the second thing that we're going to ask is, what would life look like for you if alcohol were not in the picture? Would you have more energy? Would you be more focused and have more clarity? And would you have more peace? Go to the comment section. Yeah, it's okay. This is a safe space here on Health Talk. This is a safe space. No judgment. Leave it in the comment section. Let us know. Let's talk about this. What would your life look like if alcohol were not in the picture? Would you have more energy? Would you have more clarity? Would you have more peace? Let us hear. You could be helping somebody else and in the process, helping yourself. Leave it down in the comment section. All right. And lastly, the last thing we want to say is if you have already cut back, what has been the biggest benefit you have noticed? And if you are still, if you have not, what is holding you back from making the change? Again, if you have already cut back, what has been the biggest benefit you have noticed? And if you have not, what is holding you back from making a change? Okay? I'll ask you that again. If you have already cut back, what has been the biggest benefit that you have noticed? And if you have not, what is holding you back from making a change? Leave us a comment in the chat area. Let's have that discussion. Okay? Down in the comment. Yeah, right down there. Look, see me? Look down in the comment. Yeah. Go ahead and leave that comment. Let us see what you have to say. Okay? All right. Those are our Q&A questions for this section. We'd love to hear from you. If you catch this on the replay, go ahead and provide your response in the comment section to these questions. Okay? All right. Now, these are not questions, as I said, to be judged. This is a safe space. No judgment here. They are questions to help you to reflect and imagine what is possible. Change starts with curiosity. Okay? Now, the story of alcohol in America is changing. Fewer people are drinking, more people are questioning, and science is painting a clearer picture. Moderation is not as safe as we once thought. Moderation is not as safe as we thought. Complete abstinence of alcohol consumption is the lesser risk. Okay? But the good news is, there is good news. And that good news is that every step away from alcohol is a step toward better health, stronger families, and brighter futures. I think that is worth saying again. Every step away from alcohol is a step toward better health, stronger families, and brighter futures. Okay? Now, before you go, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, give us a thumbs up. If this podcast, and share this podcast with someone who needs it. Okay? If you're watching on YouTube, hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time we go live or upload new content. And you can join the conversation on our Health Talk Facebook page and catch replays on our Health Talk YouTube channel. Your support helps us to spread healing, health, and hope to even more people. So tell somebody, tag somebody to tune in. Now, tonight's conversation about alcohol and health is brought to you by He Cares Training and Education Center, LLC. At He Cares, we know that making lifestyle changes is not always easy, okay? But with the right education and the right support, it makes the difference. That's why here at He Cares Training and Education Center, LLC, we offer wellness coaching, support groups, and evidence-based workshop designed to help individual make informed decision about alcohol use, mental health, and overall well-being. Now, to explore ways that He Cares Training and Education Center can help you, please take a moment and visit us on our website. It is on the screen, or you can send us an email. Both of those information are on the screen, and the link, the hyperlink, is loaded in the chat area that you can click on that and go to our web page. And on the website, we do have on there a place where you can schedule a discovery appointment. Okay. So, again, to explore how we can help you, your ministry, your organization move toward healthier future, please visit us on our website or send us an email. Because when it comes to health, healing, and hope, He cares. All right, join us tomorrow night, 8 p.m., as we look at another fascinating subject: how engaging in art and culture is proving to be powerful medicine for mental health. You don't want to miss tomorrow night's episode. Okay? Listen, we are so thankful and so grateful that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to join us here on Health Talk. We don't take it for granted. We're so grateful to you. I do appreciate you to the highest. And again, make sure you like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share, like, subscribe, share. You can go to our Facebook Health Talk channel. You can go to our, Facebook Health Talk page and our Health Talk YouTube channel. Subscribe over there. Hit that bell icon so you can receive notification each time we go live or upload new content. And share, 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 share. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share, share, share. Thumbs up, okay? Like, share, share. Thumbs up, like, share, share. All right? Until tomorrow night, I am Dr. Ferris Corbett, reminding you your health is your future, and the choices you make today shape your tomorrow. Stay wise, stay encouraged, and most of all, please stay well. This has been Health Talk. I am Dr. Ferris Corbett, along with our Executive Vice President, Dr. Willis. We thank you so much for tuning in with us here on Health Talk. And until tomorrow night, you all take care and you be blessed. God bless you.